are certainly the greatest martial artist here we have in the ladies division. I mean, you seem to keep proving it over and over. Did she give you anything, though, that you didn't expect?
It's very hard to say. It's impossible to say at this point that I was expecting something else and it was some surprises during the fight, because every time I preparing for the fight for everything. And even, for example, I know that Manon, she's doing something specifically good during her last fight. I even prepare for the other stuff too, because I know mixed martial arts, UFC, this level, it's you have to be ready for everything. You have to expect unexpected, and this kind of put you in the position when you are it might happen. You better be prepared for that. That's why I knew it's gonna be a hard fight. I knew that she's a good fighter, and the only thing I would say was interesting leading to the fight. It's how much they put verbal work and do all the propaganda and everything leading to the fight. Even they convinced all betting companies that she's favorite and put me underdog. But in the same time, I'm happy for the people who actually bet on me, because my manager, Jennifer, on the night after the fight, she was walking in the hotel area, and she said someone won $400,000 on me, on my victory.
Wow, wow. Hope you get a cut of that. Wow.
And I wanted to ask you, Valentina, every time you step out there, we see you evolve. You adapt your style, but we've seen you have the same coaches. You're very loyal to your same teammates. So what is it, how is it that you constantly evolve and change your style every time you prepare for these fights?
Constancy is the key, right? I feel that because my coach, Pavel Fedotov, he has this idea of mixed martial arts fighter, because it's universal fighter. MMA fighter has to have a perfect technique, like stand-up, amazing legs, good boxing, wrestling, grappling, everything. It's for me, I call it my character, the favorite character of all the time. It's James Bond. It's kind of he can, and he knows everything. Know how to ride a plane, car, motorcycle, fight.
Well, listen, everybody already thinks you're a spy, Valentina. So to say that James Bond is your favorite, you're just feeding the mythology here. You understand that right now, right?
And what I want to say, it's I feel that MMA fighters, we are James Bonds of martial arts. We are James Bonds of the fighting styles. This is what the main idea behind all the story.
I love it. I love
it. She gonna press that chain, we all gonna fall asleep.
Yeah. We're on her side, though. We're friends.
I'm armed. I'm armed right now.
See that?
Always armed.
But Valentina, I have a question. And I want to dive a little deeper into the fight itself with Manon. At what point did you realize this wasn't going to be her typical fight where she's on the outside and kicking and wrestling? Because you adapted well to that. And I was like, this is not the Manon that I expected. At what point did you realize that this was going to be the fight it was?
I knew it since the beginning, because, all media before the fight, they were asking me, Valentina, we find people commenting about similarity between your style, her style. Yes, definitely. She kind of was watching my fights all the time, and definitely if her team not smart enough, if they are smart enough, they will take the best and try to apply to her game. This is what they're doing. That's why media was asking about similarity. But I say, you can copy, but you never can be the original. And yeah, definitely it might work with the other fighters, but when you face the original, it's different. It's different speed, it's different feeling, it's different feeling of the fight, of the distance. And this is what most important, because you can do whatever you want, but if someone has this ability that it's given of, it's a gift of the nature, plus hard work of your coaches, for hard work through the all 32 years that I am spending during the trainings in the martial arts. So it's definitely, it's going to be like hard fight for any of my opponents.
Well, speaking of your next opponent, let's take a look at the rankings right now. Currently, tonight, we were supposed to have number 4 versus number 5 in action. Of course, unfortunately, that has not happened. Now, the same night that you defended your title against Manon, Natalia Silva did pick up the win over your former foe, Alexa Grasso. Who would you like to fight next? I mean, you know, the top of the division now.
Oh, it's a very good question because Natalia's performance was very good. And you know, that is funny, the story behind it. So now it's like clips in the internet, and the clips is going like, Natalia, she's watching my fight, and after she's saying like, oh, now Valentina will know who I am. But the story behind it, during, like it was 2 years ago, during the filming Ultimate Fighter, they were like interviewing me and asking about like this fighter, that fighter in my weight class. And that time I was like so much focused on just one person, just one people. And it was completely different. I said like, okay, I'm sorry, I don't want to offend anyone, but I really don't know her style and I cannot say much. That's why looks like she took it very personally. Yeah, and she's like, now she will know who I am.
My name. But I mean, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of talent in the division, and
definitely.
That's who's next then for you, or?
I feel flyweight is right now, it's the most exciting weight class, and so many good and talented fighters, so many just talents and skills. But from the other side, you can see the champion, Weili Zhang, strawweight, and it's kind of like she built up her career. She deserves like so much because like all of her defending title fights, and definitely I feel at this point she deserves this fight more. Everyone deserves, but now yeah, it's not happening this fight today, but I could choose like, okay, Natalia Silva, Weili Zhang, or maybe like Erin or Macy, but they never fought. So yeah, it's interesting, but I don't want to say right now who's gonna be next. Because I'm so focused on recovery. I feel it's very important because it's kind of like you spend so much energy and you have to recover good because all the injuries you happen during the training camp, during the fight. It's very important to have proper healing, and before I will feel that my body and mind are ready to take another action, another like hard round of the preparation. It's impossible for me to say because it's not me, it's not my mindset. When I'm ready, and I will sit down with my coaches, with my team, and we will decide what is next step. But in the same time, I'm a fighter, I'm champion who never declines a fight. I'm every time, okay, yeah, who's next? And when UFC bring me next opponent, I say yes.
I wanted to ask you while we're on the subject of Zhang Weili. You and Zhang Weili are widely regarded as two of the most well-rounded fighters in the UFC. So I wanted to ask you, what is it about her style that impresses you the most? Because obviously you're very familiar with her. So what is it about her that stands out to you in terms of her skill set?
I would not say that I am too much familiar at this point. Definitely, I was watching so much fight of her, but never put it under the analyzing thing. Because for me, when I sign the contract, and here's my next opponent, this is the moment when I start to analyze and compare my style against her style, and like start to build up the strategy for the fight. But I feel that Weili, she is just have the same passion for martial arts, and she has this mindset, no matter what happened, and not fame, whatever, I just very loyal and just very like feel good about mixed martial arts. This is I very like about her. It's kind of like representing and reflected the same way as I am, the feeling for martial art itself. And I think that as I am hearing from my fans that this is what they want to see.
Well, let's talk about tonight for a moment. So Erin Blanchfield was supposed to fight Macy Barber. What did you think was going to happen in that fight?
Oh, it was interesting. I feel that Erin, she's good on the ground. And if she can take someone on the ground, yeah, it's kind of like, I felt it's going to be her fight. But Macy, she is amazing on the striking. She's have good striking, this finishing point, and her elbows and everything. And she's just bigger. It's like you could see Erin fighting Manon Fiorot, and Manon, she was bigger, and Erin was having hard time to take her down. This is the difference. And I felt like, okay, if the fight go down, yeah, I will go with Erin. If fight like gonna be more striking, definitely Macy. And for now, it's like we continue to guess.
Yeah. Well, it is unfortunate that we didn't get it to see that fight, number 4 versus number 5. But it is interesting to hear that perhaps the super fight is next for you.